strobic. You'll flash for cash, then run to your doctor in a flash. Maybe you'll flush, but that will be the day. The blush function will kick in if you receive extreme unction. For God's sake, don't be a fake. Films you will make, hearts you will break, for the piss don't take. For this and more you must make ready. For the worst make preparation. As for the rest, rest on medication and meditation. Leeds is the centre of the multiverse. God doesn't rehearse, he just spits a verse. Don't be terse, don't reject your calling like a curse. Realise your worth and the worth of the town that gave you birth. That's it. So moving on, these are poems about, yeah, okay. These are poems about mental health, largely, and my experience of it. It's usually when people talk about mental health, they're usually talking about mental ill health, but, you know, there you go. But yeah, so this is poetry to do with some of those experiences. Some of it's quite sad, but quite funny at the same time. We'll start off with a silly one. Middle. I have lived a life of extremes. I must seek the middle, it seems. Magic 105.4 shines like a beacon. Dr. Fox is its archdeacon. The middle of the road is what I'm seeking. Economics of the Madhouse. Just, there is a very popular pamphlet by the Socialist Workers' Party, I'll turn to them later, called The Economics of the Madhouse, about capitalism. I take a slightly different take on it. Economics of the Madhouse. I've run out of fags. Ooh, he's got chocolate. Someone's stolen my rags. My clothes, they stink a lot. This building is Victorian. The guard ain't Praetorian. The legal base is draconian. I committed no crime, but I must do time. 4 weeks in a building that leaks. If I was a crook, they would give me a buck. They just don't give a fuck. This is what I get for the taxes they took. Pyjamas. Seen magical beings. Had my phone tapped. Graffiti sent me warnings. Doctor said I was tapped. No such thing as angels. The CIA don't care. The devil don't do graffiti. So these psychiatric pyjamas you must wear. The hours are good. Cast down with alcoholics and schizophrenics. The pay is terrible, but the hours are good. Like a modern day Robin Hood, me and my band of merry nutters narrowly avoid the gutters. In hospital they put us, up they shut us, to stop our rants and mutters. Our mutters and farters cry, abusers lie. We burn and cut ourselves, you ask me why. In order to watch Jeremy Kyle, must be, don't try to tell me otherwise. You say, suffering sure does pay. Where the streets are paved with concrete. Went to London, where the streets are paved with concrete, and they'll blind you if you're indiscreet. On concrete I broke danced, to a beat I romanced. Saw people who wasn't there, my friends just saw me stare. At empty space, heard the rats race, in the ceiling. A little mad and scared I was feeling. Seeing London is believing. This one is based slightly on a, I think it's a couple actually, yeah, 2 in a row. They're based on found objects, if you like. They're based on letters I received. Your bill came to, Dear Mr. Povey, your bill came to £46.56. You don't need to do anything. We will take this amount from your bank account on or just after the 3rd of December. As I reflect on the above letter and on my sentimental attachment to former state monopolies, I think of the game Monopoly, of my childish thwarted petty bourgeois rage, of losing money at that early age. Son of a Marxist, I shouldn't have cared, just my teeth bared and the money teared. Perhaps my old desire to alternately own, trade, take and give away is just an example of a way a system in a state of extreme non-equilibrium has self-regulating features. Our nature needs no teachers. Is Smith right that there's no need to fight the chaos of this human system? Or Marx that the proles are the agents of history? In theology we have this question of free will. Will she or won't she? Join a trade union or buy one and get one free? To return to the bill, that I don't have to do anything is supposed my heart to fill. Instead it makes a chill down my spine. If I go over my overdraft, I'll pay a fine. The double speak is sublime. It's not really on the theme that he's collected in, but he's collected because this one's funnier. About your payment. Date, 20th of November 2010. Dear Mr. Povey, about your payment. We will pay £10 into your account. This is your Christmas bonus for 2010. Please note, we may look at your award again from time to time to make sure you're getting the right amount of DLA. This means that if the amount of help you need has changed, Your reward may increase, decrease, or stop altogether. If there has been no change in the amount of help you need, then your reward will stay the same. Happy Christmas, and remember, we are watching. Will they even let me work? Will they even let me work if I hear a voice in my ear or have a mood swing? That's the thing that they fear. A day off work with depression is too dear for a company to bear. Will they let me be the boss if I don't wash? To the economy my skills are lost. Big Papa Bear. Man, I'm bored, he said. Let's go get chicken, go to town, get drunk, he said. Too skint, too tired, got to work tomorrow, I said. Oh, come on, man, said he. Ain't got no money, it ain't funny, said I. You mean we're just going to stay in and watch telly? He said. Yes, said I. That's exactly what we're going to do. Diary of a Madman. Woke up late meaning 2 p.m. Thought about Jean-Marie Le Pen. Ate, drank tea, worried that the tabloids were out to get me. Do you get me? Realised that I wasn't free. Drank tea, paced up and down in my dressing gown. Wore a frown, afraid I might drown if floods hit my town. Laughed then cried like a circus clown. Asked the I Ching for an answer. It told me I was a dancer. Then scared that I had cancer. Got a missed call, so I got missed a call. Afraid that in a web of Satanists I will fall. Am I sane at all? Tomorrow work, but still the world thinks that I shirk. And then on a total change, although to be honest with you, mental health and love have a certain amount of crossover for me. To be honest with you, I think they have for many people. So anyway, this is poetry more on my rather strange love life. This is one I wrote the other day actually, Breathe. Let me just take a small drink of water. I promised Asif I'd do that, didn't I, Asif? There you go. Breathe. I breathe your name and I breathe the perfume of the past, of fierce strength and savage beauty. It comes back to me now on the wind, even though you are far from me. Perfect day. I must do a nod to Lou Reed for this. Just a perfect day. Drank oolong in your flat. Earlier you called the dog a rat. Tom went home. Just a perfect day. Talk gossip in the dole queue, then later a movie too, and then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Just a perfect day. Joked with Michael on the phone. Bought a pass for the Hackney Zone. It's such fun. Just a perfect day. You made me cross more safe. Went to the picture framing place. The price was good. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on.
So you're Lou Reed around this.
My secret's out, and if anybody was going to guess it, it would be you. Philippa is a star. With her on your side, you can win any war. Beautiful like Venus, I think she's a genius. Inspirational like a muse, just pray she doesn't blow a fuse. She likes to be amused. She can do anything when she's enthused. She can't be used. Those that used to mess lose her. That's their loss. I think she likes to floss. She the boss. She'll catch you when you fall, like her name was Randy Moss. When the cost I count, her friendship is worth any amount. 'Cause her love is priceless, and it comes for free. 'Cause the only payment she wants is liberty. Luckily, that's all we really have. But for some of us, that's all we really love. If they cramp her style, she gives them the shove. Does she come from above? Or the ground? What a friend I've found. Or from the earth? A day with her is like rebirth. I don't speak for mirth or to mock. I keep my words under lock and key. They're not free. She's paid for them frequently. She might not donate much to BT, but like the widow's mite, her contribution is mighty. Sometimes she's flighty, sometimes